This is Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning, so we're going to look at crude oil here and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at GM, which just came out with their numbers. It looked like they had really good blowout numbers here. Okay, this video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy a stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have General Motors. Now, the numbers just came out here, and they beat on pretty much every metric. They raised their guidance. The only where they lost over $300 million, and that was in China. Now, these EVs, they're not doing too bad. The hybrids, well, I got to give them time to come around here. But let's just take a look here at the chart. Okay, what do we have here? You can see here, we almost have like a triple top situation. What you really need to do is you need to look at the top of this candle. You're looking at 49.86. That's where we need to close above. Right now, the stock is sitting about 50, so you got a little bit of juice going here. Your next target here is going to be that 50 level here. Okay, so when we look at a weekly chart here, you can just see here, see that 50-50? That's what you need to close above. That's going to be the very, very key. Now, again, if we can close above that, then what you can do is you can go right up to these next levels here, okay? So then what you're going to be doing there, look at it. See, you got 52 level. Okay, we come down here. You got 52.69. We come up there, 53.99. And then we have right there is that 55.55. You just bring that price channel right across. That was that spike high. Then we can just start following the candles right on up here. Okay, you got 57.09. You got 59.05. We come up here. You got 60.35. And then we have 63.38. And then your big test over here is going to be 65.18 and 67. 21 level. Now, the whole key is going to be closing above that key 50 level. Not just getting above it, but closing above it. Now, pre-market, you're sitting at $50 here, so you're looking pretty good here. Now, your chart here, if you look at this, see how much energy, okay, that built up, that came right on down. But what we had here is an inverse head and shoulders pattern. See that left shoulder? Your head, your right shoulder, and then she's rallying right up here very, very nicely. But you're building this energy up here. The key is a close above that key 50-50, and then she can go higher. Now, again, if you can't do that, then we got to do is we got to watch these simple moving averages. Okay, so you're looking at 48.57, and then we can follow the candles all the way down here, but you're really looking at that 47.04, which is your 21-day and your 50-day, and then we have that 100-day below that sitting there at 46.53. Now, again, these averages will be higher as soon as this market opens up. This is a daily and weekly chart, so this isn't what you call like in play here till 9:30. But today, if you're trading GM, just watch that 50-50 a level, a close above that, then we can just start layering in all the candles here, and then we have a big retest up there all the way at 67.21. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the old crude oil here going on right here. Okay, so you can see here what we have. We got the sell off here. We had yesterday, we just had an inside day candle. And so far today here, we have a higher high and a higher low looking very, very nice. Now, again, this is based on this war situation here and the retaliation of what Israel is going to do to Iran. But again, if there's an oil facility that's attacked, crude can smash right up here very, very high. But that would be a good shorting opportunity, okay? But again, because those events kind of don't last. But again, just make sure that here you just is really like a supply and demand issue. This is more like a war kind of a premium issue. Now the API numbers will be out today at 4:30, so we got to see how that all jives. Okay, so let's take a look at the upside. All right, so what we're looking at here is we have to look at your key levels. Okay, so what you're really looking at here is that 71.16. That's your 8 simple moving average. You can see across the 50-day and the 21-day, so that's going to be very, very strong. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we look right at 71.67, and then we have 72 flat there is on your 8-day simple moving average. Now, again, if we can get above that, then what we do is we just follow this candle, okay? So what we have there, look at the low, that's 73.26. We'll look at the high of this candle, that's 74.45, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle, 75.08, and then we have 75.44. That's your 100-day. Now, get above that, then we look right to the top here. You're looking at that 76.24. Then you have 77.26. That's your 200-day. And then you have 78.46. That is your big retest of the recent high. Okay, but again, you've got a lot of resistance going on right here with the 8 to 21-day and the 50-day. And remember, you're running up here, not on supply and demand here, but basically on a war kind of a premium situation, just like we had going on there. Now, let's look to the downside. Well, we want to look to yesterday's high. Okay, so you're looking at 70.39. We'll look at today's low here so far, 69.35. And then we'll look to yesterday's low. You're looking at 68.46. And then the previous, this was Friday's low at that 68.17. Okay, now if that's lost here, we follow these candles down, and your big target's going to be 66.33 and 65.27. Now, this could go sideways for a while until all this war premium shakes out. But always watch that 8-day, because we know when that 8-day, that price gets below that 8-day, unless you can crack above it, okay, she can just force that price right on down. Okay, so what you want to do is just watch that 71.16. You get above that, you got that 71.67 and 72 flat level. Okay, so let's just see how this all shakes out. And then what you always want to do is watch the previous day's candle, which basically is the high is at 70.39, but watch that low 68.46 and then Friday's low at that 68.17. Now here, RSI here is trying to work it right on up here. This green is still below the red, but it looks like it wants to try to curl up here, and we can see how this is all going to shake out. The 8-day is going to be very, very critical. Okay, natural gas. Well, we can see here, okay, yesterday, big kind. Now we got a contract roll coming up here on the 24th, and that'll be on this Sunday, I believe it's going to be. Okay, so anyway, we got this big green candle yesterday, and it's kind of engulfed. It didn't really engulf it because it made a lower high, but at the end of the day, it rallied up pretty nice. So what we're looking for, let's just take a look at the upside. We're looking right there, okay? So you're looking at that 2.39 level, okay? And then we have this 8-day. This is going to be very, very critical. That's that 2.41, which lines up with the 100-day at 2.41. So that 8-day is coming right down now, and now you're touching the 100-day, and now it wants to cruise below that 50-day. So this is going to be very, very crucial. You have to get above that. If you can, close above this key 8 simple moving average. Then we're going to be looking at the target here. Look at the bottom of that candle there. That's 2.44. Then we'll look here to the top of this candle, 2.49. Then we'll look to the top of there, 2.55. Then we'll come up here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 2.61, and then we have your 2.64. That is going to be your big target here if you can close above all that 50-day, the 100-day, and the key 8 simple moving average. Okay. Now, downside here, well, obviously you want to watch that. The low here today, you're looking at 2.32 level here. And then we just follow these candles right on down here. Okay, so you have 2.27 level, and then your critical one is going to be that 2.24. That is your 200 SMA. Then obviously here you want to look at Friday's low. That's at 2.48. And yesterday's low is going to be key. That's at 2.21 level, which was basically lined up with that candle right there, which was 2.21. So again, what you're doing is you're trading this range. You go between that 100-day and that 50-day. Okay, so we're going to trade that. This could go sideways. If you can break above that, we follow the candles, and there's your big target. It's going to be the 21-day. If not, we're going to come right back down, and you're going to retest that 200-day. Then we have to see what happens at that time. Okay, RSI here, not really telling you a whole lot here. Your green's still below your red here. So that's not really saying that's not bullish at all. So let's just trade this range, that 200-day to the 50-day. Okay, so I'll be looking for trades here on the long side and on the short side. Because if we can't get through this, then it's going to come down to that 200-day. Okay, so yesterday was a nice, good trade here on the UNG, which was a good trade all the way up. I scalped it twice. That was a good trade. But let's just see what happens here. Right now, we're holding the top portion of that candle. Okay, and then remember on crude oil, watch that 8-day. That's going to be everything. You get above it, 21-day, the 50-day, and then we can rock all the way on up here. Okay, if you can, then we can go sideways action, and always watch the bottom of that Friday's candle, that's 68.17. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look here at the old crude and natural gas, and then throw something else in the old mix. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.